Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a max effort lower day. But a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Alright, I've reached that point where I don't need to worry about getting any stronger. I've got to just keep dropping body weight, maintain the strength I have. Realistically speaking, if I were to actually hit at the lower body weight after making weight all the lifts that I have hit recently at Worlds, I would be thrilled. It's better than I need to actually do. So I'm not going to worry about it. We did one max effort lift and I went back to bed. I was sleepy today. I did this squat. I went back to bed for an hour, came back, did the rest of this workout. All right, it is what it is. So we're going to have to start mitigating volume a little bit. I'm just doing extra walks to burn through a few calories. Need to focus on sleep, I think, more than anything. So doing the wide stance squats. These are actually pretty deep. I'm happy with the depth. I did adjust the camera angle a little bit so you could see depth better on the 515. Again, working the wide stance a little because I know I can hit depth easier. Went up to the 515. Got it. Felt pretty heavy. All right, felt pretty heavy. I hate it when I do one of these lifts and someone says you had a lot more in the tank. It's like, yeah, you have no idea. This was heavy. This was heavy for me today. But I'm also on no carbs. Notice it was slower near the top. All right, I'm going to just keep that back upright. And again, I've been working with finding ways to hold onto the bar that don't irritate my shoulder because I've got to do a lot more straight bar work. So we did that. We did, 4 exercises after. Now, yesterday, and a lot of people didn't see it, and it's funny because I blocked these clowns so fast. Those pull-ups yesterday brought out the troll brigade. Oh my God. I'm talking like a couple of guys wrote me page-long hate posts about my pull-ups yesterday. It was a page long, like it really shook them. So I'm going to keep doing the pull-ups, and it's really this camera angle. If I do these from behind, they look a lot longer range of motion because I'm actually getting my chin up to the bar, but it's that camera angle. Like I can see my eye going over the bar. It's hilarious. But you guys know that it's just my range of motion on this stuff, and I don't care. I'm going to just knock them out. 3 sets, rotating grips. I did the really close. We did medium today. Maybe next time we'll do wide. Maybe we'll use the fatter one next time. But that's what I'm going to do for a bit because I'm getting all the upper back work I need from all that dumbbell stuff on upper days. And I feel like since I'm going to start really keeping volume a little more moderated, I'm fine with some pull-ups. They build my lats. Whenever I do lots of pull-ups, my lats get massive. Even if I do what range of motion people hate, I don't care. And again, this is the worst camera angle possible, but I can't use this attachment turned the other way because I have it too close to the other bar. So when I move this rack and everything and set it up in a garage gym, it'll look completely different and people will go, oh my God, your range of motion doubled, and it will be the exact same movement. And it's just the way that it is. So I already expect there's going to be a massive hate storm, and I'll just block those people and laugh and go on with my life, not caring. So we did 2 sets of good mornings today. I thought about doing 3, but I'm like, you know what? 2 sets gives me a good training response. We're going to get all the reverse hypers afterwards. Be fine. 2 sets with this, 271. Last time I did this, I did 261, and I think with a lot of these movements, and I think particularly after Worlds, and I'm able to eat just a little more food again, it's going to be the similar sorts of volume. Realistically, I think I do too much volume a lot of times. Objectively, as a coach, I do too much training volume. I do junk volume. And sometimes it's not worth it, in terms of the fatigue it creates in me. Because at this point in the game, it's like any muscle growth is worth bigger lifts, right? Any muscle growth is worth bigger lifts. I don't have to try to push that bleeding edge of the volume all the time. You get stupid at a certain point. Sorry about this camera angle on this first set, but I went ahead and worked the belt squats back in. Again, they do a lot for my squatting. And if anything, I can say, with what I've done a little bit lately, I feel like the squats have backed off just a hair, And I think some of it is that I haven't built my adductors and stuff up, and I've let some of them lag a little bit during this last little phase. But if I'm going to compete later at a higher class, the squat's got to come up. I really do need a 600 squat. So we'll work the belt squats back in. All right, we'll work belt squats back in. The glute ham device really just beats me up at this point, and now I've damaged it again, and getting a new pad's not going to be worth doing. And people are like, well, you could buy a new one. No, I bought some other equipment for the new gym. I bought other equipment, stuff that's going to work better with my flow. I like the glute ham raise. I don't have to have the glute ham raise. I really don't. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not worried about it. Reverse hypers, stuff like that, that's really what builds my deadlift. You know, so not a big deal. I have plenty of hip hinge movements to build my hamstrings. It's not like my hamstrings are lacking. You know, and I did that before. I took a few months off from the glute ham raise. My hamstrings continued to grow, and I came back to it and had not lost any strength on the GHR, even not having done it for months. All right, so I'm going to push the reverse hypers. We'll push those belt squats. You know, we'll get real good at good mornings again. I probably need to do more sled work again coming up. Probably need to get a better sled, probably on my to-do list. You know, that'll work in the yard, down the street, whatever I need to do. You know, but that's a possibility, something I'm looking at next to. Sled upgrade. But yeah, this is really the sort of workloads I need on max effort and dynamic effort days, because DE days, we have all the volume. There's a lot of volume on the speed work. A lot of volume on the speed work. So these I kept constant today. I'm at 630. I'm at 630 pounds. You know, we're doing sets of 10, and I squeezed out like 12 on the last set. I think at this point, I just need to get better with this weight. Keep pushing it and just let it inch my deadlift up. Just let it inch the deadlift up as it goes. I think as I get strong at good mornings again, right? If we get stronger at the good mornings again, we get strong at this, that'll carry the deadlift. Do need to keep focusing on grip. I think the pull-ups and stuff will help, but you know, I'm also going, well, I could be doing the fat bar for my grip on the pull-ups, sure. But then is that interfering with my back? Maybe, I don't know. I can just do pinch blocks in that case. All the speed pulls of bands, the pull-ups, do some pinch block work. I may be okay there also. But grip is definitely turning into a potential limit for me on the deadlift. And, you know, but that was with the fat bar. We don't know what it's going to be like on the power bar again. Maybe I'll test it next week, or on the deadlift bar. I'll test the deadlift bar next week, see where we're at. All right. But overall, happy with this workout. I might have liked a little better squat, but I was half asleep. I went back to bed after doing it, so I'll take it. And it may be the best I get. You know, I might only get 230 kilos at Worlds. In fact, I'll be perfectly happy with that, if that's what I end up with. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.